What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now, in this video, I want to talk about the 5 non-negotiables that I have when it comes to staying in shape while running 2 different businesses at the same time. It doesn't have to be complicated, it doesn't have to be a ton of things, but these are just 5 rules that I stick to, and so throughout the video, we'll cover all 5 of them. Hopefully this will be insightful for you guys. Obviously, if you are looking to get into incredible shape and follow a proven process, click the link down below to schedule a call with myself. I'd love to speak with you, see where you're at, get some context on your situation, what your goals are, see if I can help you out just like I have with myself and then with all the other guys that I train with as well. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Alrighty, so the first thing that I want to talk about is the importance of training. Training is a very, very big part of my lifestyle. Now, I don't spend every single waking hour in the gym or running or whatever that might be, but it is a non-negotiable in my life that at least every single day, except for maybe Sunday when I usually do like an active rest day, every single day I have to go train. Now, today is one of those days where I'm going for a run. However, I do want to make it very, very clear that don't just go and run and have that as your form of training. Strength training is extremely, extremely important. You don't have to become the Hulk, you don't have to become a crazy bodybuilder, but it is very, very important to strength train for your overall health if you want to get into really great shape and then stay in really great shape as well. As someone that works all the time, especially for those of you that are working on your computer or working from some kind of office, it is very, very important to get your body active, to get your mind active. And I found that the more that I strength train, the harder that I go in the gym or during my run, the more that I'm able to develop the mental discipline, which then carries over into every other aspect of my life. More importantly, you're also getting energy for the rest of the day. A lot of times you guys think that, oh, I'm gonna train a lot, so I'm gonna be exhausted for the day. It is in fact the opposite. Obviously, if you are training for 4 hours, then yes, you're gonna be exhausted the rest of the day. But if you get one solid, whether it's a strength training session or a run or whatever it might be, every single day, you are going to notice that you're actually gonna have more energy and more momentum for the rest of the day too, which is why strength training is a non-negotiable for me. So anyways, I'm gonna knock out this run right now. We'll see you guys in the next point when I talk about the next non-negotiable. So the next non-negotiable that I have is the food that I eat. Now, if you've seen my videos before, you know that I am a big believer in having whole foods and especially single ingredient foods as much as you possibly can if you want to get in shape, but also if you want to feel great and feel very, very healthy throughout the process. For all of my clients, I give them a list of very nutrient dense foods that they can work with, different proteins, different carb sources, different fat sources. So if you want that list of foods, just shoot me a DM on Instagram, I'll send it over to you. One of the most important things that I stick to is staying very, very clean with the food that I eat. And one rule that I like to follow is if it didn't exist 200 years ago, don't eat it. That's a very, very simple way to think about it. Now, again, once in a while, you're gonna go out, you're gonna be at a different event or whatever where there's not access to super, super good food. It's fine, you're not gonna die. At least 90% of the time, if you stay consistent with that, what you put into your body is what you're gonna get out. Quality inputs equals quality outputs all the time. All right, so for dinner here, what we have is some ground beef. I'm gonna have some berries also. I'm gonna warm up some rice that I made yesterday and then some avocado on the side. All of it is single ingredient foods too. A lot of you guys might think, oh, I don't have time to cook, to make all these different foods. I need like an hour, I need to buy all this stuff. You don't. If you just eat single ingredient foods, you keep it very, very simple. Number one, it tastes very, very good. Number two, it only takes me about like 10, 15 minutes to cook everything up. If you're sticking to single ingredient foods, it's gonna be fast, it's gonna be simple. You don't need a lot of extra recipes or anything like that, unless you want to. Me personally, I just like to have my food. I like to get my good sources of protein, fats, and carbs, and I'm good for the day. I got work to do, I just gotta get back to that as soon as possible. So dinner is ready. Put some salt on it. You're good to go. No need to overcomplicate it. Obviously, if you've seen my previous videos, you know that I've had this in previous videos too. Very healthy carb sources here, as you can see. Very healthy fat sources from the avocados. Obviously protein, and I'm gonna get some more minerals and some fats and things like that from the ground beef itself. That's gonna be dinner. Clean foods, single ingredient foods. Keep it simple. No need to overcomplicate it, and you're gonna feel a lot better and perform a lot better too. All right, the next non-negotiable that I wanna talk about is movement that you're going to be having outside of the gym. A lot of you guys will go to the gym, you'll strength train, maybe you'll do some cardio, but then the rest of the day you're sitting around. It's very, very important that you stay active throughout the day. What I like to do personally is to go for more walks. So right now I just had some dinner. I'm going to go for a quick walk, 20-30 minutes, and then after that I'm just going to get straight back to work, and your digestion is going to be a lot better at that point. So the more movement that you're going to have throughout the entire day, movement and to ultimately burn more calories while I'm not at the gym, which is going to keep me very, very lean throughout the entire process. So that's the next non-negotiable. We'll see you guys in the next one. So the next non-negotiable that I want to talk about is the importance of having accountability and being surrounded by people that are either where I want to be or they are headed in the same direction as I am, and they have the same drive and they have the same motivation to get to the direction that we both want to get to. I've noticed that, especially from a physical standpoint, when I'm training with people that are far ahead of me, when they are there at the gym with me, or when we are seeing each other a couple of times a week during these different training sessions, I'm gonna go a lot harder, and that competitiveness kind of kicks in too, where you're both trying to beat each other in a certain way, and it's a very, very good kind of competition. And I think there's something very, very powerful about having that kind of accountability, having that group that you are with always, that's going to push you a lot further when you would have actually given up on your own. Now, if you don't have that kind of group, this is where a coach is very, very helpful. This could be me, this could be somebody else. I just say that it could be any coach. Anytime that I've invested into a coach myself, I've always seen the biggest level up too, because they are going to actually hold you accountable. They're going to be there for you when you feel like actually giving up, and it's very, very powerful. So either get accountability from the group that you're in, or hire a coach, hire a mentor, and this is where you're going to see drastic transformation in your life in a very, very short amount of time. So that is the next non-negotiable that I have on a weekly basis. I always want to be around other people that are striving towards the same goals that I have. The final non-negotiable that I have is getting in the right amount of protein every single day. Whenever I'm eating, I'm always prioritizing protein. The reason for that is because you're going to be able to maintain or even grow the amount of muscle that you have depending on what your goals are. I see this very, very frequently, especially with all the clients that I work with initially. Before they come and actually go through the program that I plan for them, they will be eating a lot. They will be eating a lot of calories, but their macros are completely off. So their protein is very, very low, and then they're wondering, why are they not able to grow a lot of muscle? Why are they staying out of shape? If you just make sure you hit your protein goal, get full off of the protein, and then have whatever else you want after that, as long as it's obviously clean and good types of foods and snacks, which we talked about earlier. Right now I have some yogurt, it has about 15 grams of protein in it. I still need to get a little bit more protein in, so I'm gonna have this. Those are the 5 non-negotiables that I stick to every single week in order to stay lean, in order to stay in really, really good shape, and also perform at a very, very high level. So hopefully you guys found this helpful. Try it out for the next couple of weeks. Let me know how you feel. Oftentimes it is just a couple of simple rules that you need to follow and keep in mind in order for you to actually see the best results. You don't need to overcomplicate it from there. As always, if you're looking to get into incredible shape and you want to follow a proven process in order to actually achieve that over the next 3 to 6 months, depending on where you're at and what your goals are, click the link down below to schedule a call with myself. I'd love to speak with you, see where you're at, see if I can help you out, and then ultimately help you achieve the goals that you want to achieve. So that's gonna be it for this video. We'll see you guys in the next one. I'm gonna finish this yogurt.